Our journey started 20 years ago when we were born in Athens, Greece, with only 2 minutes difference. I'm Konstantinos and this is Anna, my twin sister.
At that moment, nobody could imagine that after 20 years we will come to China to study at Liangzhu University.
Growing up in Athens, we have a special fondness for history, art, philosophy, and architecture. The 5,000-year history of China has particularly aroused our curiosity.
During the 2 past years in Hangzhou, the word Liangzhu could be frequently heard on various occasions.
What is Liangzhu civilization? What makes the archaeological ruins of Liangzhu city one of the most famous landmarks in the city and even in China? Liangzhu ancient city is a testament to 5,000 years of Chinese civilization.
This is a marvelous description. Are you drawing this lacquer cup? It's so cute!
Ah, thank you! And yes, I'm actually a creator for museums. And the museum knife you are holding is also one of my designs.
You are the designer! Awesome!
Oh, wait, I have some Liangzhu themed gift for you of my own design.
Oh, thank you.
In 2023, I participated in the Global Youth Sharing Meeting on Liangzhu culture, and I have been dedicated to becoming a Liangzhu promoter.
Wow, it's an honor!
So what attracts you the most about Liangzhu civilization?
Let me show you. In brief, there are 4 major features: the magnificent royal palaces, the skilled handicraft, the sophisticated water conservancy system, and the burgeoning rice cultivation industry. Well, we are now at the center of the royal palace ruins. I have a question. Do you know what Liangzhu means in Chinese?
Liang means good in Chinese, and Zhu has something to do with water.
Excellent! Liangzhu means a beautiful land in water. It is surrounded by lucid waters. Liangzhu people built a high platform and brought in giant timbers to create a palace representing the center of power and belief. Oh, the AR technology has helped restore the original appearance of the architecture.
It worked.
Wow! Here, the architecture, and there's someone working. Oh, we find a king. We can follow the step of the king.
5,000 years ago, the king must have stood here to have a bird's eye view of the entire city.
This is really impressive.
With more discoveries, Liangzhu City has truly earned the title of First City of China.
Oh, I have seen this many times. Is it the totem of Liangzhu? The little pin I'm wearing also has the same motif.
Yes, it is called the sacred human and animal face motif, which shows how Liangzhu people imitate their deity. It is a symbol of racial belief engraved on ceremonial jade mirror like jade cong with extremely complex and exquisite patterns. To the archaeologist's amazement, with an area of 3 by 4 square centimeters, it contains 5 to 6 lines in the most refined parts.
It's hard to imagine that craftsmen 5,000 years ago could make stuff like this without the proper tools.
It remains a mystery. The carving of the sacred human and animal face motif is just one of the highlights of Liangzhu handicrafts. The production of jade cong, jade bi, and jade yue are also marvelous.
Such a wide variety of jade. In ancient China, did jade have some sort of special significance?
Jade was believed to bear spirituality. In ancient time, it was seen as an object capable of communicating with the deities, representing Liangzhu people's social code regarding unified belief and social hierarchy. Liangzhu jadeware system has been passed on generation after generation, shaping a crucial part of our Chinese civilization.
These jadewares are highly skilled and beautiful with Chinese characteristics.
Totems are a common feature of many Asian civilizations. They're similar to ancient Greece. They remind me of the marble figurines in the Cycladic civilization.
Ding, do you know where's the world's earliest and largest water conservancy system?
Maybe Egypt or maybe Sumer in Mesopotamia?
The discovery of the archaeological ruins of Liangzhu city showed that the earliest one is in China and right here in Liangzhu. The grass-wrapped clay box is one of the most brilliant inventions of Liangzhu people for the water conservancy system.
What is that?
It used grass to wrap the clay inside, just like the sandbag today. A wall would be formed by stacking them up, and it was invented 5,000 years ago.
Marvelous! Ancient China was an agriculture-based society. Given its developed water conservancy system, the rice-growing practices must have been advanced.
Indeed, with water control techniques coupled with a calendar similar to the 24 solar terms they used over 5,000 years ago, Liangzhu ancestors grew rice according to the natural laws, water bumper harvest.
So the various types of cookware that I saw in the museum must have been used during a period rich in material resources.
Exactly. Look at this steaming pot from 5,000 years ago in China. Liangzhu people may have used it to cook rice. Can you imagine that Liangzhu ancestors were living such an exquisite life 5,000 years ago?
The craftsmanship for 5,000 years ago is amazing. Thank you, Han. After seeing ancient Liangzhu city, we would like to show you around Athens.
That's great. I would also love to introduce Liangzhu to the use of grace.
Ancient Greek civilization is the cradle of Western civilization. Liangzhu ancient city is a testament to 5,000 years of Chinese civilization.
Both complement each other from afar, calling for more communications between our two sides.
Han, look, the Acropolis is right behind you, which was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1987.
Wow, it's stunning from afar.
Its Greek name is Acropolis, which means city-stay on a high hill. But is it same with Liangzhu's royal city built on a high platform?
The Acropolis was built more than 2,000 years ago, around 580 BC, which was a different era. Liangzhu civilization is roughly contemporaneous with the Cycladic, which is a collection of small islands located in Greece. The early figurines of the Cycladic civilization are very famous.
Speaking of Cyclades, I once read Professor Ru, a leading archaeologist at the University of Cambridge, once made a presentation that linked the Cycladic civilization's marble sculpture with the jade tomb of Liangzhu at the Third World Archaeology Forum 2017, and I'm really looking forward to seeing those artifacts.
These are the early marble figurines of the Greek Cycladic civilization. With their arms crossed, there's a sense of unity, precision, and confidence.
Wow, they does share some similarity with Liangzhu jade tomb. According to Professor Ru, they share the same function of pictorial nature and cultural iconography.
Exactly. Then there are these figurines which seem to be playing the flute and the harp. Now these are more than 4,000 years old and a unique kind of artifact to Greek Cycladic civilization culture.
Look, the little interesting container that looks like a bear who's going for a drink. Isn't similar to the cute little pottery that we saw in Liangzhu's?
Yes, it does look like the Liangzhu Taohe. They all mimic the appearance of small animals and look so close and harmonious with nature. Dun-dun, we saw a cute little bear here.
Then there's the round form, also known as the frying pan. However, archaeologists have not found any sign of burns, so it was probably not used for frying.
It's like for holding food, like the dough from Liangzhu. Or it's like a jade yuan that you can hold up in a ceremony.
There is no exact answer yet. By judging by the fine patterns, this should be very valuable.
Liangzhu had an early form of a city-state around 5,000 years ago. But if we have to look into the earliest one for Greece, we need to look into the Cretan civilization, which was relatively developed in Aegean culture around 2000 BC.
If ancient Greek civilization is the cradle of Western civilization, then the Aegean civilization is the cradle of cradles.
Are you talking about the Minoan kingdom on the island of Crete?
Yes, the Minoan palace of the Minoan kingdom is about 3,800 to 3,700 years old.
At the beginning, the Minoan civilization was but a myth that Zeus, the god of Greek mythology, abducted a beautiful maiden named Europa, and thus she gave birth to Minos. Our civilization is not only related to this myth, but also the name of Europe, Europa, was named after this beautiful maiden.
And then the British archaeologist Evans confirmed that everything about Minos is real and not a myth. What inspired him was these strange symbols in these souvenirs.
There's a place called Crete in the middle of the great Ballad waters, a land wonderfully fertile, surrounded by water. The line comes from the Odyssey of Homer, the famous Greek poet. However, at the time, everyone thought Homer was talking about a myth.
Oh, did Evans find this place based on these mysterious symbols?
Yes, after arriving in Crete, Evans bought a plot of land because he was convinced there was an ancient Minoan palace buried underneath.
Is the current Minoan palace in its original form?
No, Evans actually did a lot of work on the excavated ruins, and some scholars have argued that, in a sense, it's another form of destruction, a mix of reality and imagination that sometimes makes it hard to tell what's real and what's not.
See the throne in the double X room. Archaeologist Evans believes that this was the throne of King Minos because Minos wasn't only a king, but also a high judge and a high priest. Such a throne later became the standard model of judges' chairs in the West.
The double X motif really reminds me of Liangzhu jade yuan. They both seem to symbolize power or kingship. In Liangzhu 5,000 years ago, jade was the most important ritual artifact. The Aegean civilization did not have jade. Instead, they had marble, frescoes, gold, pottery jars, and so on.
Yes, jade culture is probably exclusive in China.
Look at this fresco, known to modern Westerners as the Noblewoman of Paris, and the pair of golden bees, which are about 3,000 years old. Probably also because of the Europa legend, the Cretan period was characterized by the totemic worship of the bull.
These nicely decorated pottery pots for holding wines and drinks made me feel that the ancient Greeks were just like our Liangzhu ancestors. They were really filled with the same aspirations for a better life. So why did the Cretan civilization later disappear?
So there's many reasons for this. Some scholars believe that it was because of a volcanic eruption, the site of which is now a world-famous tourist destination. In ancient Greece it was called Thera, but now we call it Santorini.
See? That's the volcano!
Wow! With white houses, the roofs, and an endless sea, it is hard to associate the view with a volcano eruption.
Presumably, the volcanic eruption caused a lot of ash, and that's why the clay tablets of the Cretan civilization were preserved for a long period of time, because they were baked over in high temperatures and covered by ash. Greek architecture, pottery, philosophy, Olympian athletics, etc., all were developed during the civilization of the Greek city-states.
Parthenon in particular is an outstanding example of ancient Greek architecture, 2,500 years old.
Your introduction is amazing, which have really given me better understanding of Greece. Whether it is Liangzhu ancient city or the Acropolis, it is our young generation's mission and responsibility to pass on and work cultural heritage.
As a Liangzhu promoter, I would like to introduce more about Liangzhu to the young people in Athens.
Let's do it!
Okay, this afternoon we are going to have a sort of a cultural exchange, and we are going to inform differences and similarities between Liangzhu and ancient Greek civilization.
Blind box. I love this. It's very interesting. Actually, when I see things like that, I want to visit China more, you know.
I would also recommend as a gift this one because in Greece we used to draw the lines, connect the numbers. It's pretty common and reminds me of my childhood.
This is a signet which you use with ink, and then you can stamp it on your letter. Now this is very interesting.
I was very excited to see this exercise here with the wonderful painting and how especially younger people, but older people can actually paint and finish the coloring of the paint. It's a very good idea because it brings people together. It excites them because they are doing something productive and they work like a team.
Όπως λέμε και εμείς στην Ελλάδα, ότι πάντα γνωρίζω τον εαυτό μου μέσα από τα μάτια του άλλου. Οπότε ερχόμενοι σε επαφή, νομίζω ότι κατανοούν καλύτερα και τη δική τους χώρα και το δικό τους πολιτισμό. Είναι εκπληκτικό να συναντιούνται άνθρωποι από τόσα χιλιόμετρα μακριά.
Πιστεύω ότι γίνονται πάρα πολλές δραστηριότητες ανάμεσα στην κινέζικη κοινότητα και στην ελληνική κοινότητα. Υπάρχουν πάρα πολλοί καλλιτέχνες και Έλληνες και Κινέζοι που μπορούν να μοιραστούν πολλά μαζί. Γιατί Κινέζοι και Έλληνες έχουν κάτι πολύ κοινό.
Last November, I had the opportunity to be selected by the Chinese embassy to participate in a huge Liangzhu forum under the title Silk Road Rendezvous, a tour for foreign artists promoting exchanges and mutual learning between civilizations.
Indeed, I have visited Liangzhu several times, and the reason is that I am impressed every time I visit Liangzhu, exactly because it combines this kind of social elaboration, the technological and very early technological sophistication when it comes to earthworks or to jade working, and these intricate ceremonies whose remains have been discovered in the burials at Liangzhu.
中国啊是东方文明的摇篮，而希腊呢是西方文明的发源地。早在2000多年前，中西两大古老文明啊，就在亚洲大陆的东西两端啊交相辉映，为人类文明演进啊做出了奠基性的重要贡献。我特别期待通过良渚论坛的举办啊，杭州啊能成为中国对外推动文明对话和文明交流互鉴的高地。欢迎我们希腊社会各界的朋友啊，多去杭州走走看看，积极参加这个良渚论坛啊，大家可以加深了解啊，增进友谊啊，共谋合作啊，畅想未来啊。